Hi, welcome to WhimsyPaperMache.com. I'm Sharice, the Whimsy Artist, and I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful, great big handbag. It is a day bag, actually. That's what I call it. I call it my day bag. And you actually can just put your whole you can make these in about any color that you want. It does call for like a heavy fabric to do this, but it has an interfacing to help with to help support it. You can buy interfacing when you buy your fabric. And I have mix-matched the lining and the top of my purse. And also I've mix-matched the handle with the fabric, which I think just adds a great whimsy touch to it. And since I'm the whimsy artist, that is what you should expect. I'll show you now how to make a quick pattern so you can make this great day bag for yourself,
basically,
for your friends.
You have a big bag. Lay your big bag down on a newspaper.
You're going to need a pattern, or you're going to need to pick up a Simplicity pattern. Simplicity pattern 4117. It also has patterns for 6 other purses, which I just know you're going to love. They have lots of accessory and lots of fringe on them, and just lots of whimsy. Just lots of whimsy.
So get your Simplicity pattern out and cut out pieces 13 and 14 to get started.
Now you're going to lay your fabric down. You need to pre-wash your fabric, so throw it in the wash machine, wash it, dry it, take it back out, and press it out real well. You can also press out your pattern, your tissue pattern, on a very, very low heat. If it's not low, you won't have a pattern anymore. So that should also help your pattern be nice and smooth before you lay it down on your fabric. You're going to lay your fabric down right sides together. The right side of your fabric is the print side that is going to be showing. So you're going to lay right sides together, and you're going to put your large purse pattern 13 down, just like I'm going to show you. And you're going to then cut it out, and you're going to make your marks. If you have made your own pattern out of the newspaper, just simply lay it on your, do it exactly the same. You're just not going to have these marks on here.
So with right sides together, pin the pattern down to the wrong side of the fabric and cut it out. Now if you've made your own pattern, we're going to have to transfer some markings. You're going to need to make some triangles from the bottom edge of your pattern to 3.5 inches tall. You can see it here clearly on my piece pattern piece 13 from Simplicity, and it'll give you a good example of what to do. So get this cut out and get all the markings made, and you'll be ready to go to the next step.
After you get done cutting your top and cutting out and marking all your top, then you're going to unpin it, and you're going to lay it down on your lining, and you're going to do the same. You're going to cut it out and make all your marks. And you also need 2 of your interfacing with number 13, or with your newspaper. All your pieces cut out, and now we're going to simply put them together.
To start, we're going to put our handles together. First, we're going to apply the fusible interfacing to the wrong side of the handle. Both the top and the lining handle, we're going to press a 5/8 hem there on the side. You press that down, clip any edges so it makes sure it lays nice and flat. We're going to lay those on top of one another. With the wrong sides together, we're going to pin those together, and we're going to move it over to the machine, and we're going to put a top stitch very close to the pressed edges to make sure that we're catching the lining. And that's all we're going to have to do to the handles. So we move back to the bag. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to apply the fusible interfacing to the wrong side of the bag, front and back. So to start, we're going to sew the outside. We're going to put right sides together, and then we're going to stitch the front to the back at the sides. And we're going to go all the way around, and we're going to leave the top, and of course we're not going to stitch it. We're going to leave that open. On the lining, we need to make the darts, and by doing that, we're going to bring the broken lines together, matching the small dots, and we're just going to stitch along the broken lines from the wide end. Now we're going to stitch the seams of the lining, same as the bag, leaving an opening in the lower edge of the lining, large enough for us to turn. Okay, the first time I did this, I actually sewed all of it and I didn't leave the hole. So leave your hole for to turn your bag. Okay, with the right sides together. And make sure that it goes over the handles, matching the seams. Okay, we're going to stitch careful, being sure that we don't catch our handle. And we're going to stitch a 5/8 seam. And now we can turn the bag right side out through the opening in the lining, and we're going to slip stitch or machine stitch the opening in the lining closed, and then we're going to slip the lining back into the bag and press it if we need, and then voila, our bag is finished.
Alright, so I told you this was going to be a really easy day bag, and it was. You've done this bag in probably an hour's time. You probably got some really inexpensive fabric to make it, so your investment's not great, your time is well spent, and plus you created something beautiful that you'll have forever. You can give these away at Christmas, you can give these away at birthdays, you can make these into diaper bags and give these away at baby showers. They're really beautiful. You can add big buttons and ribbons and clasps. You can get snaps, a big snap, and add those. Embellishments, also get sequins, white fabric and washable paints, and paint something on yours. And use a separate lining. You know, you can add pockets. So you're really limited. You are not limited. The only thing limiting us is our own imagination. I hope you found that I was easy to follow and you're able to make one of these purses. If you'll run on over to Facebook, you can join us and upload photos of your new purse that you've made. We would love to see them. Have a great day, and smiles and roses to you.